Hi everyone, I am Christine Justy of Mail Something Pretty, and I just need to show you this cutest little stamp set called the Fluffiest Friends, and they are fluffy. They are super cute, and as of when I'm recording this, it is brand new. So this stamp set, as well as the dies, can be found in the online exclusive section of the catalog. And I just want to show these little mini cards that I made, and I'm going to show you how to make them too. So I have 4 different cats here. I color them all a little bit different, and so they open up just a little card, and it fits in a nice little envelope. And so we'll stamp that too, because I seem to have lost mine. So you can color them however you want. I use my watercolored pencils, so they're all slightly different. So that was with the cat, but you can also, this is either a hamster or a gerbil, and you can, depending on what you color, how you color, you can create a hamster or a gerbil, so it's super cute. So this one I did happy birthday with some balloons, and then there's also a little bunny. I think I did the same similar thing, and there's also a beaver, and so I turned this one into Valentine's Day. So they're super cute. So you can do these with all big cards too, but today I'm going to show you what I did with the little cards, and they also have dies. So there's a die to go with each of the fun little friends here, plus you get a whole bunch of leaves, you get this tree branch, you get a bee nest and some grass, and then you get this really cool piece. So what a lot of people are doing is, say, taking the branch over this little cave or this little opening, putting the little honey, the bee's nest, and then the bear. So it's really, really cute. And so you're going to see lots of samples online using it. So this right now is my sample for today. All right, so we're going to start from scratch here. I'm going to do one of the bunnies. Not one of them. I'm going to do one of the cats. All right, so the first thing we're going to do though is cut our for the card base. And so normally, you know, if you do a 3x3 card, that's pretty easy, but I thought just to make it a little more interesting, I made it a little bit bigger. So I'm using thick white cardstock, and I'm cutting it 3 by 8.5. So this is already comes 8.5. So I'm just going to cut it at 3 inches. And you can use regular basic white as well. And I'm going to score it at 3 inches and at 6. So there we go. So that's all we need to do with that. And then I'm just going to find my bone folder. Here we go. And just kind of, because it's a thick white, it needs a little help with the scoring, or the burnishing rather. And so you can decide, I kind of like my little flap to go on the inside, and then that goes on the outside. And the other thing I did, I'll do right now, is I created this little, it's not even a half circle, it's just like a quarter circle. So I just took my circle punch and I just went in a little bit. I just kind of visually just centered it and just cut this little bit off, just so they know to open it up. Just as a little extra something. All right, so I have already cut out some paper. This is from the Les Shops paper, but you can use any kind of paper. I cut a little strip to go on the inside, and that's from that gingham pack, and this is Lemon Lime Twist, which matches my square. And you can make this really any size, but I'll tell you what I did. I did 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. And my pattern paper is 2 3/4 square. And I can show you on some of mine. Let me find one of them. Like the bunny here, I left the square plain, but that square I took my, from the Stylish Shapes, I cut that out, and so you get a little bit of just the dotted. So you just play with it. But I'm just going to leave it plain for right now, I think. All right, so we have that, we need to stamp our cute little kitty cat. And I'm using, because I'm using watercolored pencils, I'm just going to use my Stays On ink, because this works. Stays On black works with anything you introduce like water or liquid to. So the watercolored pencils, if you're just using like the water brush or the aqua painter with the ink pad directly, you want to use Stays On. If you were to color with the blends markers, then you would use the black Memento. All right, let's see. I just recently re-inked this, so let's see how it stamps. Perfect. All right. And then I have I'm going to show you how I keep it. My friend Ellen made me this little fun container a long time ago, and I just kind of keep my watercolored pencils in it. So that's what's in there. So I'm going to, let's see, do a gray cat. I'm going to mix the gray and the black. So I tend to color in circles. So I'm just going to kind of color this whole kitty cat in gray. And I can vary my pressure, light or dark, depending on what you want. And you can see I'm leaving some, I'm not coloring perfectly, I'm leaving some white spots, and that is fine because we're going to use the blender pens to kind of, I was going to say mash it all together, blend it all together. All right, so that's just the light gray, and I'm going to take my black. Always when I have pencils, I always have my sharpener nearby because that needs a little sharpen. And so Stampin' Up! Has already kind of done some of the shading work, or for us, or they tell us. So you have all these like little notch marks, like the hair, and so that generally is where I'm going to add a different color. Again, I'm kind of doing circular motion. And I could make it darker. And a little bit on the tail, a little on the head. All right. So not all cats are, perfectly shaded. So I'm going to add a little occasion. Crushed curry, sure. I'm going to add just a little bit of coloring. So there's a little yellowish in here. All right, so that is not colored perfectly, but it's gonna look better. So for the time being, I'm going to do my flower. The watercolored pencils are sold in 2 different packs. There's watercolor pack number 1 and watercolor pack number 2, and they each have different colors. And they're not expensive. I think I didn't look, but they're, I don't know, $12, $13, I don't know. They're not that expensive, and so you get lots of colors. So I just mixed my Calypso Core with pumpkin pie to kind of get a terracotta pot. And I'll just do a little green leaf. All right, and little kitty needs a pink nose. And maybe a little pink in the ears. All right, so that's okay, but it's not perfect. But you have these blender pens. They are sold in a pack of 3. I've lost my 3rd one. They are all the same. You have 2 different tips, and the tips work the same. So what I do is when I use it, I actually make sure I run it on clean paper to make sure that it's clear. Because, here, I'll do the pot first. You'll kind of see. I'm just going to go right over the pot, and it kind of blends it all together, and then I have this color left on my paper here, so run it till it's clear, and then now I'm going to do the cat. So I'm first going to start just on the solid gray before I blend in any colors. All right, so I get my solid gray there, and now I'm going to pull in a couple of the colors. So you can kind of mix a little bit of that yellow in with the gray. Okay, I'm doing circular motions, and I'm going to pull in a little bit of this black. You don't want to go over it too much because it will pill. The paper can only take so much. Oh, you can see I just kind of took some of that pink from the nose onto the cat's face. I'm trying to actually take some of that off, but it's not working. So be careful when you go close to colors, because you might just catch a color that you don't want. That's okay. Actually, got a little color on these ears. And then you can also use, if you don't have a blender pen or you want to add, you can use your Wink of Stella as a blender pen with the addition of a little sparkle. Oops, that's right, a little sparkle. So let me just go over the pot too. So I don't know if you're going to see, but there's a little sparkle in there. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave that pink in there, but I may try to tidy it up later. I don't have an extra cat laying around. All right, so we are going to cut that out with the die, which is right here. So my cat is right here. And where are we gonna, I think that's the only thing I was gonna cut. I'm gonna use my little machine. And so so the machines all come with all these plates. And they do kind of give you directions on them, which one goes with which plate. So you can use your dies, you can use the mini embossing folders, but sometimes it doesn't line up. So you might have to fiddle with which plate goes with which. And so what I did on mine is I actually wrote with a paint marker what to use with what. So if I was going to emboss the texture, I would use this plus the clear plates. And then I'm going to 3D emboss. No, I'm just going to cut. So this is what I want. Die cutting. This one plus 2 clear plates. Oh, look at, I did a better job on cutting that one. I haven't used this little machine in a while. All right, so I'm going to put that plate down. I'm going to put this plate down. So each little machine, it makes a sandwich, or all the machines make a sandwich, and sometimes they don't necessarily line up with the plates they were designed to. So they're all similar. So if you could just figure it out and then write it down on yours, then it's not a problem. The standard, the regular machine, the plates are all I want to use the word correct, but kind of correct. You don't have to worry about changing them. All right, so just cut out my cute little cat. And I think that's all I was die cutting on this one. So I'll put that aside. And now we'll just put our card together. Oh, actually, I can do a little more stamping because I have those flowers. So the stamp set also has flowers. It has these cute little bees as well. So I will just stamp. So if my card goes this way, that will go on the front. I'm going to put flowers right there, and I'm going to put flowers on the back side. And those ones I colored in real quick. I didn't even, you can use the blender pens, but I didn't even bother because it's little coloring. I just did 3 colors of flowers, and I'll make sure I do purple because I had a purple on the front. Oh, now I can't find it. There it is. And then we'll do the leaves. And let's see, we'll just do orange because it's right there. I like little cards. I think they're kind of cute. All right. And I am kind of rushing this. I'm sure you'll do a better job coloring than I am. All right. Cover that ink. All right, so now we can put it together. So this is the front. I'm just gonna put, you can have your stripes go this way or that way. I think I did both. They both look kind of cute. Since it's a square piece of paper, you can vary it. And then I just put my kind of a contrasting color. And then I used dimensionals. Oh, these ones are almost over. I always use my ends, I always kind of cut them. Use every little bit of these dimensionals. All right, so that's going to go on top like that. And then I had, here it is, a little strip of paper. And you don't need it, but I just think it actually gives a little bit of color. So you can use either side. Maybe I'll use that side. I've used both sides on these cards. Like that. And then I just think it's cute. So the cat with the flower can be a birthday, can be a thinking of you, it can be anything. So I'm not going to stamp words in there because I'm not sure what I want to use yet. So I'll write my little message and there we go. But we sell these cute little square envelopes. So I'll just add a little flower on the outside. And I will color that in to match these flowers here. And so then you have, or you could even do flowers on the backing. And I just think it's a cute little card. So here they are. So again, all my cats are a little bit, oh, I put a little gem on there. On the outside of that flower, I added just one little gem. There we go. Oh, that makes all the difference. A little sparkle. So again, these are all the cute little kitty cats. I'm getting nervous. I put my hand in that ink. And again, you get the gerbil, you get a bunny, you get a cute little beaver. So the fun little fluffiest friends that you get, and then you get the dies with it too. So this is just one sample of many using the cute little creatures. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notifications so you get alerted whenever I upload a video. I go live every Tuesday, and so you'll be notified about that as well. And if you're not receiving my emails, every week I send out emails, please join at mailsomethingpretty.com. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.